Good day and welcome to another day of Mathematics Grade 2. Today we are going to be looking at the work for week 4, day 3, which is Money Part 1. If you have any inquiries, please feel free to email me at teachernarisha@gmail.com. The counting activity, please count from 1 to 125 and back, count in 2s to 124 and back, count in 5s to 125 and back, and count in 10s to 120 and back. Please pause this page as the children do the counting activity. For mental maths, only allocate 1 minute per section, so 1 minute for the number bonds of 8 and 9, and 1 minute to double and half. Please make use of the resources on screen if you struggle. The goal and aim for today's lesson is to recognize and identify the South African coins and the banknotes, and then we will be breaking up money into smaller parts. If we look at a coins, we see a 5 cent. It is bronze in color, and we know it is a 5 cent because it has the bird on it and it says 5 cents. We indicate this is a 5 cents by writing a small letter C behind the number, thus stating the value of the currency. Then we have a 10 cents, which is also bronze in color, with 10 cents and a flower on it, and we also write 10 cents with a small C behind, indicating the value. And we have a 20 cents with a protea on it. It's also bronze in color. It has 20 cents indicated on it, and we write 20C indicating the value. Then we have a 50 cents with another flower on it. We see it's 50 cents on top, and the value is 50 cents. We put a small c to indicate the value. All of the cents are bronze in color. Then we have a 1 rand with the springbok on it. It is silver and there stands 1 rand. We write it R1, indicating it is 1 rand. So the value of rands will always be R and then the number. Then we have 2 rand with the kudu on it. It is silver and we see there stands 2 rand. We write a capital letter R and 2. Then we have 5 rand with the buffalo on it. We see there's a 5 rand. We write R, capital R, and a 5 to indicate it is 5 rand. With our notes, we see a 10 rand is green. It has a rhino on it, and we see the 10 rand on top of it. We write R10 for 10 rand. 20 rand is brown. It has the elephant on top of it, and we see there is the number 20 on it, indicating it is R20 rand. So we write R20. Then the 50 rand is red. It has the line on top of it, and we see the 50 on top of it. So we write R50, indicating 50 rands. A 1 rand is equal to 100 cents. We can get to 100 cents by adding various coins, cent coins, to each other. For instance, 2 50 cents equals 100 cents, which is 1 rand. 50 cents and 2 20 cents and 1 10 cent gives you 100 cents, which is 1 rand. 5 20 cents gives you 100 cents, which is 1 rand. Or 10 10 cents gives you 100 cents, which is 1 rand. We can break up money into smaller parts. Today we are going to be looking at the most common ways to break up the money, the easiest way. 10 cent can be made by adding 2 5 cents together. 20 cents can be made by adding 2 10 cents together. It's the same as with numbers. 50 cent can be made by adding 2 20 cents and 1 10 cent. 1 rand can be made by adding 2 50 cents, or the previous methods that I showed you. 2 rand can be made by adding 2 1 rands, and 5 rand can be made by adding 2 2 rands and 1 1 rand. This is the easiest way to break up the cents and the rands that are coins. As you can see, 2 50 cents is 100 cents. It gives me 1 rand. Looking at the notes, 10 rand can be made by adding 2 5 rands. 20 rand can be made by adding 2 10 rands. And then 50 rand can be made by adding 2 20 rands and 1 10 rand. This is the easiest way to break up. You can see 2 10 rand coins gives you 10 rand banknote. So we have a 5 rand and a 5 rand. It equals 10 rand, but it's also the same as a 10 rand note. So let's do a quick recap. It's very important to add a small letter C after cent. So if it's a 5 cent, we know it's 5 cents because there's a small letter C. If we add an R in front of the rands, we know it's a 5 rand. So the letter 5 can be 5 cents or 5 rands, but you need to indicate it by adding the cent, small c, after the cents, and then big capital letter R before the rands. Please visit my sources, my resources, where I got the pictures from if you have any more questions or want to see it up front and bigger. Thank you for coming today. Hope to see you all tomorrow, where we will be doing the money word sums.